So today I want to talk about a new program that just came out. It's called Luminar 4. I'm a real estate photographer, so I shoot a lot of exterior shots of homes, and on cloudy days, it kind of turns into a lot of work afterwards to change out the skies and make it look like it was a nice sunny day. And anything that I can do to help speed up that workflow to make everything kind of go faster, I'm definitely interested, but I don't really want to sacrifice quality. So Luminar 4 seemed like a pretty good option for me. I've been messing around with it for the past few hours, and I just want to show what I've been finding. Some things are great. Some things this is going to just speed everything up so fast. It'll make my life so much easier. But there's other situations where I'm having a lot of trouble with it, and I'd love to know if anybody knows any solutions to this. But I haven't seen a lot of real estate photography examples online, so I figured I'd make one for people. And also, just full disclosure, I'm not getting paid anything. Luminar has not reached out to me to make this video or talk about this. I paid full price for this. There's no deal going here. There's no affiliate links or anything like that. Not making any money. This is just to help other people in the community. Okay, so let's get into Lightroom. So here you can see I have 8 photos ready today. They're all like pre-edited, as I would kind of just to get them ready for a sky swap. So let's go into Luminar and swap it out. So I haven't found the best way. Normally for Photoshop, you can go to Edit in, open a smart object in Photoshop. But for Luminar, for some reason, you have to go to Export and then edit a copy in Lightroom or with Lightroom adjustments. There might be a better way, not sure yet. So you can see it's opening it in Luminar 4. So here's how you do it, and here's how you start the sky swap. You go over here to the Creative tab, and right here, AI Sky Replacement, Sky Selection. And I'm going to use my own skies because that's what I think the majority of people in real estate photography are going to be doing. You probably don't want to keep using these skies over and over again, because if you do, your clients are going to start to notice. So I got 4 skies ready here. Here's Blue Sky 1. We'll open that one up. I mean, so far it looks pretty great. I can tell it changed kind of the temperature of a lot of the photo. So what I would do is just kind of turn this whole relight scene off, and you can see before and after here. And even on this left side here, if you look, it's a little bit blue for some reason in a big area. Can you kind of see that? So one thing that I've done to fix this is click the Edit Mask, Brush, and then go to the Erase here. I like to turn the opacity down a little bit so it's less aggressive. And one thing that I figured out that was pretty cool was you can change the size of the brush, not by having to go up here and click every time, but by hitting the bracket keys. You'll see here. So you can hit bracket lower, bracket higher. It'll just change the size of the brush. Definitely speed things up. So yeah, I'll just brush over this area and kind of, I mean, you can see it already changing. I'm going to get a little bit bigger of a brush here. So I think that looks a lot better. Yeah, you can tell it's way less blue over there. So yeah, this is a great example where it's gonna work great. This is just fast. If that's all you have to do, that'd be awesome. And then you can click apply here. I'm not gonna do this for everyone, but this will just show you the whole process of kind of what the workflow looks like for Luminar. So right now it's processing it, and it's gonna bring it right back in here into Lightroom into this collection. So here it is here at the end. We're gonna pull it up, bring it over here next to it. So you can see the before and the after. Works great. Definitely be ready for delivery, I think. Let's do another one that I think worked well. We're gonna go to Export, edit a copy with Lightroom adjustments. You can do it another way, but I couldn't figure out how to do it with Lightroom adjustments. This was the only way I could see it to work. So yeah, here we go. Here it comes. A lot faster this time. Maybe it just took a little bit longer because Luminar was closed. Same thing, Creative, Sky Replacements, Sky Selection. We are going to choose a custom sky. We're just going to do Blue Sky 2 this time. And again, you get a little bit of a blue tone. It changes the temperature of the whole image. And I think that's this relight scene. I'll just turn that off. You can see, you just get that color back in the brick. You can see it a lot here. A lot of the brick comes back, and you can see it in the driveway as well. So I think every time I'll probably end up turning the relight scene off. But again, got a little bit of blue over here, a little bit of blue over here from the sky. But all in all, the masking, as far as it goes, I mean, it does a great job with masking these trees, especially. I mean, these are very intricate details, and I wish it worked that great every time. But sometimes it's hit or miss, and you'll see that later in a couple different photos. But yeah, the blue shift is not huge here. I'm not going to worry about it every photo. We're going to kind of run through these pretty quick. But you can see, again, worked great. Let's see, let's look up here at the house. All this masking is like perfect. So that's really incredible, even in through here. And this is a common area too. I feel like I find challenging to mask in Photoshop. This in between gutters, I see this a lot, but it looks like it masked it really clean. So yeah, we're not going to save them anymore. We're just going to cancel that. Are you sure you want to cancel all changes? Yes. Okay, so we'll go back. We'll do another one here. Export, edit copy with Lightroom adjustments. Okay, here we are. Let's go to the Creative tab again, AI Sky Replacements, Sky Selection, and then we're going to do our custom. We're going to go back to 1 this time. And again, this area right here is a very complicated space to mask out in Photoshop. Just to keep these branches, the details in these branches, I'm really impressed by this program. It masks everything out really well. Back here in this tree too. I mean, this is really incredible. For the majority of real estate shoots, this is, on a cloudy day, this is really going to save a lot of time. If you want to, you can edit them, or you can go to the advanced settings, and I think sky exposure right here can be helpful. If you just want to change it and make it look a little bit more natural, I'd probably bump that up, something like that. So we're going to finish with that one. We're going to do one more example where it works really well with this shot. Let's see here, go creative, AI, sky selection, load, blue, open. Again, I'm getting a big blue shift here from a lot of things. Turn the relight scene off, kind of fix a lot of things. And again, here in between these gutters here, in this downpipe, like that looks really good, and that can be a really big pain trying to get that correct in Photoshop. Okay, so this worked well. So now we're going to get into some photos where it might not have worked as great. This is a drone shot. Okay, now in Luminar 4, go to the Creative tab, AI Sky Replacements, Sky Selection. So it took some time to kind of analyze and find out where the sky was, but now it's going. So we're going to load a custom sky again. We're going to just keep sticking with Blue Sky 1 because it's working. So now, I feel like all of this got a blue shift. You can also see from my sky photo, it brought some trees in, but that's one great thing. You can change the horizon here. We're just going to lower that a little bit. And this isn't a drone sky photo. I would normally, for drone shots, if I'm changing out the sky, I would use a drone sky replacement shot, but this is just for example here. But you can see here there's a big problem area in all these streets, all these homes here. I'm going to zoom in here. You can even see the clouds down here in this house, and that's not going to work. That's not okay. You can see the clouds down here. It's just, it's kind of a mess. So you really have to edit the mask here. Go to the brush, erase. We're going to make the size a little bit bigger with the keys here, and then lower that opacity again just to kind of smooth things out, and just kind of brush it all away. And with drone shots, normally it's not that big a deal. You can kind of just go along the horizon here. Just keep wiping that away. Okay, so I think I have to turn the opacity up to fix this part here on the street. So let's see if we turn that up, if it'll fix it. Yeah. So you do actually have to turn the opacity all the way up to get rid of any errors, which it doesn't like stack, so you can't put it at a lower percentage and then swipe over it a few more times just to kind of clean it up. You actually have to do 100% to really clean it up all the way, and that'd be a nice change or an update if they do anything. I would love to see that kind of thing. So I mean, I can see this doesn't look too bad. They masked all the trees pretty well. Just had some big problems with the street. So we'll go on to the next one. Go here. Going to export. Okay, now this isn't like a typical shot. This is one of the most challenging homes I've had to shoot an exterior. These trees blocked most of the second story of the home. So this angle, it kind of worked to show off the home. I had a couple different ones too, but that was one of the better angles I could get. So let's go back here, sky replacement. It's like trying to figure out the sky. It's got it going now. We are going to load a custom one, keep going with blue sky 1. Now this is where you start seeing a lot of problems, and it's going to take you a lot more time to fix it. Still probably quicker than Photoshop, but at least for my process in Photoshop, but it's going to take a minute. Okay, so we're going to go here to relight scene. We don't want that anymore. Edit mask, brush, erase. We're going to keep the opacity on 100% this time, because now we know you have to keep it on 100% to really fix it. We're going to have to be really particular with the brush size here. So we're going to go up the house here. So you can see all that sky is going away from the house now. The house was blue looking. It had sky all over the house. And it does all on the siding here as well. So it's just going to clean that up here. Now we're going to go in with a softer brush and kind of blend that in a little bit smoother. It's not going to look perfect outside the house anymore, but I still think it's good enough for real estate work. I think agents would still be very happy with it, and glad to see a blue sky. Yeah, so you can see here, I mean, that house looked blue almost from the sky. So it took a little bit longer, but just another example, it just didn't work quite perfectly. Go back here. All right, go to export and edit a copy in Lightroom. So this one, this looks more like kind of like a sunset time. So what I would do is I have a sunset image that we're going to add in the back of this too, and we'll see how this works. Go creative, sky replacements, and it's almost like once these load up, then the sky replacement will start loading up. However, this photo, for whatever reason, Luminar cannot find the sky. It will not replace the sky. I don't know what it was. I sat and waited for a long time, but this AI sky replacement doesn't work at all. There's no way for me to use this program to get rid of it, as far as I know. So this would be a situation where you still have to go into Photoshop to change it, which, you know, if it's not every photo that you have to go into Photoshop, it's going to definitely save a lot of time and make life easier. But it's just a little disappointing to see it like this, in that it wouldn't read a sky at all even. And this one, to me, I mean, I don't know, you'd think it'd be able to figure it out. But, so yeah, this one, just not going to work. It's a wash. And this is like another challenging photo. You know, it's probably not super hard in Photoshop, but this is just another situation where it's going to be hard for the program to read it, and you'll actually see it's not going to read it at all again. So it really stinks that this program is kind of hit or miss. You know, it's not 100% reliable, and I didn't expect it to be, but I also expected it to be able to pick out skies even in these kind of situations. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe in future updates it'll look a lot better and be able to fix it. But as you can see here, for sky selection, there is no option at all. Nothing you can do. So once again, you're just gonna have to get it done in Photoshop or whatever other program you're using. So yeah, that's kind of like an overview of Luminar 4 and what it's like as it pertains to real estate photography. Yeah, it's really kind of disappointing that it didn't work for every situation. Sometimes it didn't even recognize the sky. But a lot of times it worked really well and quick too. I know I'm definitely happy with it. It's going to save me some time editing in Photoshop. And yeah, so that's great. Lastly, I just wanted to remind everybody that this is not a sponsored post. I'm not being paid for this. I'm not getting any money if you guys buy this program. I bought it with my own money. I think it's a great program. I'm hoping the updates, it fixes a couple things, and I'm sure it will. It just takes time. This is day one of release. But yeah, if you got any questions or anything like that, or you see something I'm doing wrong that you know how to fix, let me know down in the comments. Also, this is the first video on the channel. Probably going to be making a couple more Luminar videos, kind of updates. maybe some tips and tricks, and see if I can figure out how to make it open a little bit more smoothly, anything like that. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.